It's a pleasure.
President William Ruto has urged the European Union to conclude economic partnership agreements with the ESA so as to enable Kenya expand its export base. The president was speaking on Tuesday when he opened a two-day EU-Kenya Business Forum, which has brought together about 500 business people from Kenya and the European Union.
Efforts to bring together the countries of South Africa Development Cooperation (SADC.
The Business Forum was organized by the European Union in partnership with the Kenya Private Sector Alliance and the European Business Council, and is aimed at opening up trade and investment opportunities between Kenya and the European market. President Ruto told the European Union Business Council that Kenya offers a unique opportunity for trade across East Africa given its strategic position in the region, and that it will be the EU's best interest to conclude the pending deals.
I see a common belief that there is value in this relationship between Kenya and the EU, a value in engagement, a value in negotiations, and a value in partnership. This forum is the culmination of determined efforts under the bilateral strategic dialogue, which has been facilitated by the cordial relations between Kenya and the EU delegation.
The president also called for regular engagements so as to boost trading between Kenya and the EU, noting that EU is the biggest destination for Kenyan export at 170 billion Kenya shillings in the year 2021. At the period, the president said the EU imports stood at 16.5%, an increase from the previous year.
In the last 1.5 months, I have sent Moses, my cabinet secretary, to 11 capitals, and he's been all the way to Egypt, Angola, Comoros, Uganda, Tanzania, Lesotho, South Africa, and I now can promise with confidence that by end of April, we will have the tripartite agreement in place.
The head of state further reported that trading with the EU helps Kenya create millions of direct and indirect jobs in the tea, coffee, flowers, and peace value chain sectors, which are Kenya's main exports.
Banking for investment by companies led by women.
The president, however, noted that despite agriculture being the highest job-creating sector, exporters still face challenges with quality of standards and infrastructure, among others. He said this hinders productivity, but he believes with regular consultation, the EU players, such barriers can be overcome. His statements were echoed by Trade CS Moses Kuria.
I want to ask the European Union to continue talking to our partners and our neighbors, because while Kenya has taken a very aggressive and robust approach towards trade negotiations, we now have PS Kombodo here is negotiating 3 major agreements at the same time with the European Union, with the US, and with the UAE, all of them at the same time, which is strenuous and draining for him and his lean team. It's because we have got everything to gain and everything to lose also if we don't take this route.
The president said 70% of Kenya's total flour production is exported to the European Union. Ruto also highlighted some of the key priority areas he has worked on to make the country a business-friendly destination.
To open the EU-Kenya Business Forum alongside